Hey, you know what? Um, I don't know if Toad
Oh
found
my
it
God!
yet. That was a fart. Um,
Oh, take that.
I don't know if Toad found it yet, but he's soon to be a subscriber and possibly
Oh,
a
cool.
guest star on our Hour of Intellect.
Well, he's a Toad. I'll
And
have the audience know Toad's a very handsome man.
yeah, he's yes, he's very handsome and eloquent. I will warn everyone
And
right
not
now.
not unlike us, of course. We're both. I mean, I'm taking time off my tour of GQ modeling to do the broadcast as usual.
Yes,
But
right.
but I but
And
no.
I've also been a male model in certain European industries, and I choose not to talk about them right now. But it's a lot of fun.
It involves
Sometimes,
beards. I'll just leave it at that.
yeah. Sometimes I wind up in a cafe in France, and I'm smoking a cigarette and wondering what the fuck happened to me last night. But either way.
And then I sit down and it's uncomfortable. And I pull out a string of beads.
Yeah. Well, I did that in the hotel room. Funny how they get there sometimes. I have no idea.
Did you wake
But
up without a kidney and a tub full of ice? No, but I did wake up with a handful of beads up my, you know. Merci beaucoup. Oh,
oh, you did so
oh,
wonderful
oui,
last
oui.
night for sure. Oh, well,
Parlez-vous les bêtes du anal? Oh.
everybody's wondering why I'm curling my mustache, anyways, because I'm a European star. Anyways, I've got. All right, I'm going to start the night off with this
Oh yeah,
here.
you got a beer there. It looks like.
Yep, this is called the Watchman IPA, and it's from uh, it's near a friend of mine's house in Lincoln, Nebraska. Um, and I emphasize the ass in Nebraska.
Nebraska spelled with two
Uh,
S's. Huh?
yeah, and three A's. But it's I've actually tasted a vanilla porter that they put out before called the Dark Side.
Mm.
And ever since then I really picked up on their stuff, and then I realized that I'm kind of making this big half moon circle of beer breweries that starts in Kansas and winds up here in none other than the Hawkeye State, fucking Iowa.
Holy shit.
And so yeah, I think this is going to be a future Buzzard plan
That
to
sounds like a sign
make
from God.
a
Anything
half moon
that's
tour.
moon shaped and involves beer and involves you and I tasting beer in a shape of a moon, and then there's places to play our
Right.
music. The filth of buzzard along the way. That I take as a sign from a deity.
Yes, and they all seem like bearded, filthy people, and that's our very type of people.
And made to fit
Absolutely.
in. Would they
So,
settle for a goatee?
oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, okay, good. That's
We
more than
can't all
enough.
be hipsters. I mean, half of us are Native Americans, anyways.
That's right.
You know, have you ever seen a Native American with a beard? No.
No, I
Yeah.
can't grow one. I'm incapable of growing. This actually, you know what? This is good for the audience too. Before we get on to your beer, Beer, as opposed to Beard, your beer. So my beard, this is approximately. Hold on, let me do the math. Today's Saturday. This is approximately 10 days of growth. I haven't shaved anything in 10 days. I grow fucking facial hair like an infant. It's like I was born 10 days ago, and this is finally what I grew. I went through puberty 3 days ago, and I finally have facial
I
hair.
think yeah, I think I'm working on mine for at least 6 months. And the
God damn.
beard has actually been around for probably 2 years.
Yeah.
What do I call the beard? the goatee. But hail Satan.
Yours is
So,
much pointier than mine, I must say.
anyways, here's my famous NW beer mug.
Oh yeah, that's good.
We got. Oh look, it's already been used, and yeah, it's Saturday night. What the hell? And we pour this up here.
That's a good color though. Look at that. Look at the amber.
As with
Looks a little foggy too. I like that.
yeah, this is I'd like to point out, I've got the case here that you can see on the bottom, 100% natural.
Take that, hippies.
Yeah.
No GMOs.
No GMOs.
Is
Yeah,
it
so
gluten-free?
drink this,
I
you
prefer
fucking
gluten-free.
hip.
I'm in California, so I have to have gluten-free because you're only cool if you can't. You're only cool in California, by the way, if you cannot tolerate gluten. It's a requirement for all the cool kids
Right.
and all the popular people. Oh, I can't. I'm allergic to gluten. No, fuck you. You are not. You've had pizza your whole fucking life, you liar. Man, when's the last time you had a sandwich? You know, yeah, you grew up having PB&J sandwiches, you bitch. You're not allergic to gluten. Fucking liars.
Right, PB&J too. I've got peanut allergies all of a sudden, and fucking, I'm gonna sue everybody that's involved.
But that's not cool though. That peanut allergy. That's just a nuisance. Because then you can have the very cultured thing of peanut oil in your food.
So, this is a pretty dark beer for an IPA.
Very
But
cloudy.
it is highly delicious. It's not quite as citrusy as a normal IPA. But it really does, like, you got to watch the sediment in the bottom, folks, because it'll give you some righteous farts. Righteous. And what that means, from Ask Uncle Blasto what the fucking settlement means, is actually that there is still some active yeast in the bottom of the bottles which continues fermentation in certain high-quality beers.
Mm-hmm.
And if you take it into your stomach, it will survive. It will get down into your large intestine, and it will cause more and more carbon dioxide to be produced, which makes awesome farts.
And they're full of stench too. It's not like they're not the loud ones that are just air. They're quite potent, I must say. They rot things in there while they're fermenting them.
They rip it up, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Speaking of fermented things, you know, there's a person at work that loves going to Sweden for, you know, whatever fucking reason. And a guy used to work for me too that was from Sweden. And Peter was telling me about the most foul thing on earth. It's called surströmming, surströmming, and there's fucking umlauts in there somewhere. Stupid Swedes. Anyway, it is something that the Vikings used to eat because they couldn't, you know, they live where you can't grow food, basically. And then they'd go conquest the Arctic Circle, pretty much. And they had nothing else to eat, so what they would do is they'd pack up fish, and it would ferment. So the surströmming stuff is fermented fish, and there's a famous YouTube video of some cat trying to eat this stuff, some American, and he pops open the can. He's got this fucking bulldog that comes up. You know, dogs will eat anything. They'll roll in anything. He pops this can open, and the dog like comes up to sniff it, and the dog's like very calmly just kind of like walks away. He had nothing to do with it, but he described the smell of it, and it's like like the most foul dumpster mixed with the most potent pile of shit you can imagine, all mixed together in one. And it's fermented fish in a fucking can, and he tries to eat it, and he hurls like 4 or 5 times in the video. And so I talked to Peter Berntsen, who's from Sweden.
Yes.
Not unlike Sven. And he was telling me, it's the most foul thing you could possibly ever have because it smells like the worst mountain of shit stuffed into one little can you could possibly imagine. So that's what happens when things ferment. They get stinky, So when you drink the bottom of that bottle and it gets in your lower intestine and there's already all that food waste in there, that explains the stench. That's a little science for you, you know.
Oh, yeah. Yes, the fart is the lonely cry of an imprisoned turd. And you know what? That emboldens my fucking theory about how fucking the settlers of the new Americas pulled over for beer. They had to eat fucking shit fish, and they ran out of beer. What could be fucking worse? You know, I don't get to take a shower unless I walk the fucking plank. You know, this is bullshit. I need more beer. Pull over. There, I see land. Hey,
it's called a shit fish.
It's America. Yeah. Maybe they've got some actual cans of tuna at the 7-Eleven. That's what we're looking for. And beer. And we are the Quakers and the Vikings, by the way.
Right. Yeah, Christopher Columbus is looking for spices.
American history.
Fish.
This is American history revisited by Chili and Blasto because we are highly intellectual, and we would like to call out all the hipsters and tell them what douchebags they are too, because I've heard many intellectual conversations amongst these bearded weirdos, and God, Death Cab for Cutie sucks. I'm sorry. So, you know what? Fuck it. That's the way it is. Listen to fucking Demolition Hammer and drink beer and fucking think about the world in the proper way. God! Okay. So, I understand that...
You know, if you can't find some Demolition Hammer, by the way, anyone who can't find Demolition Hammer is a retard. Because you go to YouTube and there's nothing you can't find. And I have Demolition Hammer as one of my many stations on Pandora, of course. But if you can't find, like, if you're too lame to find Demolition Hammer, just at least, hipsters, go find, like, Testament. And just listen to that. Like, listen to Into the Pit and, I don't know, whatever else on the album. But that, like, well, kind of, like, wake up a little bit to what is... it'll just wake you up. And then you'll go and study history, or you could also just forego the history studies and listen to the Chili and Blasto Hour of Intellect, where we give you our revisionist history of why our nation was founded, which is a beer run.
Well, I think that actually no, sorry. That's not what I meant to say. Hipsters tend to be ex-Slayer fans. They just got sick of Kerry King's shitty guitar solos, and then they turned to like some sort of really this absolutely pussified folk music, and then they think that all of a sudden they got an iPad, that they're so fucking smart. But guess what? The whole state of California now apparently has iPads for all the children. So guess what? Their bearded guy in the coffee shop. Fuck you. You ain't got nothing now. Ha 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 ha.
Dude, the iPads that my kids have because of the schools. I'm saying it that way on purpose, dude, because of the schools, because I think it's horse shit. Their brains, dude. Since they started getting the iPads, God. Damn it. It's like their ears are no longer attached to their brains in any way. They don't hear anything. They're glued to the iPads, and they must play it every waking minute of every day. Like, you know, when we were kids, the Atari 2600 was the first mind-rot fucking video game thing you could ever think of. But it was so limited in its capabilities that eventually you get sick of the Pac-Man graphics of dink, 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 and you'd fucking put it away and you'd go outside and you'd play baseball or basketball or football or whatever, or you'd fucking mow the lawn or something, you know? But damn, man, the iPads are like, there's so many, and I mean, it's cool, don't get me wrong, there's so many games and things you can download for it, but son of a bitch, fucking put it down and like, I sound like such an old fart. but fucking unplug for a little bit. Jesus Christ! Like, it's amazing my kids even play baseball or basketball. Like, where do they find the time in between downloading fucking games on their iPad? You know?
Yeah, it was a rainy day in hell when I had to sit inside and play video games all fucking day on my regular Nintendo system. I mean, that just sucked. And I was listening to the Eurythmics at the time, which was even more fucking depressing. And the Thompson twins. You know what I'm saying? So fuck that. I wanted to get outside so bad I wanted to jump out the goddamn window.
Annie Lennox is gonna kick your fucking ass.
However, I put a lot of fucking models together just to huff glue, I think, at the time. It was fun. Oh, I was trapped inside in Iowa. Oh boy.
I did build a lot of models, and I did the snap type ones a lot. But I did do a lot of the glue-in models, and boy, I was like probably 8 or 10 years old when I did that. I was probably high as a kite. I had no idea. You know, next thing I'm like chewing off my own arm because I think it tastes good, and I'm all hammered. And who knows what the fuck happened?
No, I used to put together a lot of them fucking World War II planes like Tiger Sharks and the fucking the Nazi planes and shit like that. You know, they were fun. They were really cool, and just because they were so eclectic at the time, it was just like I could show my friends, ha, hey, look, I got a piece of history in my room. What the fuck you got? He-Man.
You know, I had too.
And Beast-Man.
I had an even more accurate piece of history. I remember my 2 favorite models that I put together myself growing up. The original Battlestar Galactica Cylon little warship and the Galactica Viper. That's history right there.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Fuck yeah, man. The fucking Cylons, they had the coolest fucking ships ever.
Dude,
almost.
The Cylons are so awesome. You know, the eye going back and forth. That's, you know, David Hasselhoff can suck a dick, by the way. His fucking car was part Cylon.
Yeah, he can. Yes. Yeah, Kit can fucking fuck off. And you know what? Kit's a piece of shit. If you show up in the fucking Knight Rider car, everybody knows you're a douchebag anyways, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, Hasselhoff can suck a fucking dick. But
wow, is that a real Trans Am? No
way!
Piece of shit.
No, not a fucking Trans Am or a goddamn what the fuck was that famous Chevy car that every fucking asshole had? The Camaro. Oh, Jesus Christ. Deliver me from hell. You know what? I've got the true classic car, and I think I talked about this in our last podcast. I've got an '87 Ford Escort, and I'm gonna put DeLorean doors on it, man.
Hell yeah, you are.
I swear to God.
You
fucking
should,
wings, man.
Is it a hatchback?
Pull up.
It's a hatchback, right?
Everyone's gonna... Huh?
It's a hatchback, right?
Yep, and I can put the Mr. Fusion in there too.
Oh, it's fueled by banana peels and spent trash.
Yeah, dirty sock and a used condom. And we're getting to fucking like 2053. You know? That's fucking cool. Anyways,
spent condom and a banana peel. Let's go to the future!
It's your kids, Marty! Oh, fuck it.
Great Scott! A spent condom! Put it in the Mr. Fusion!
This here, the Watchman.
Yeah.
If you can see in the pixelated fucking, sweetness here, and if you notice, like, you'll see trees down here, and then the Aurora Borealis, the Northern Lights.
Oh, is that what that is? Yeah, it does look like just a big blur, but apparently it's supposed to be a blur, colorful blur.
Yeah, it's
Oh, I see it now. Yeah, that's cool.
Well, my grandpa and I, my crazy grandpa, that I got my entire sleeve of my tattoo, dedicated to. When we would drive up to Canada, there was these strange little monuments on the sides of the roads all the time, and they were some sort of Indian totem, and they're kind of shaped like people, but they were made of these really smooth, weird rocks that they have up there because farmland is limited. And they were supposed to actually watch your path. You know, like they were a totem of good luck. And so I kind of noticed this from this company. And then I called my friend in Nebraska today, and I said, you know, this company is like a stone's throw away from where you live in Lincoln, Nebraska. And he looked them up, and man, they've got a whole lot of other beers that I haven't seen up here yet. I've seen 4 of them up here, but they've got a shitload of good stuff. And as far as I know, the company is puts out really good product. And like I said, the only other one I've had before is a vanilla porter called Dark Side, and it was kick-ass. So I'm definitely down with the Empyrean Brewing Company in Lincoln, Nebraska. And I only say it that way because, you know, I'm living in the Iowa Hawkeye State, you know, and the Nebraska Cornhuskers, well, let's just say they husk corn really well. No pun intended.
I see what you did. Good.
And then you picked up a pretty good beer that I've actually had before.
I did, and that's a very clumsy segue by you, so I'm going to go ahead and use it.
Okay, faggot. What's next?
Yeah, oh yeah, let me cue that up.
Okay, faggot, what's next?
Yes. Dom DeLuise.
So I have in my hands. This is this is one I've had before too, but not in quite a while. And quite a while is relative, you know. That means like a matter of weeks with the way we live. Stone Brewing Company's Ruination IPA. I also bought another one too. I'm gonna save it for next week though, because it's a big 22-ounce bottle blonde. And you know, I've noticed something too that we've been doing a lot of IPAs on this show. So I'm going to mix it up next week with the blonde beer, that is. My wife, okay, she's not here. So anyway, I'm going to pour this because it's a pretty beer.
What? I've got a special Christmas present, you know, like we're really going to switch it up for Christmas.
Oh, good.
Actually, you know, so yeah, but like I said, you rotten bastard, you got me into IPAs, and all of a sudden I'm just hooked on these fuckers.
Now all of a sudden you're farting like a bad man, drinking all that sediment on the bottom of the bottles.
Oh no, the IPA isn't the only one that has sediment, but IPA is the one that is definitely refreshing. You know?
Yeah, you know, people think IPAs are too thick and they're too hoppy and they're too much for cold weather, but they have that citrus finish to them that is, I love it in summer. Like I don't want a fucking Bud Light. I don't want, and you know what, Bud Light? You know what else I don't fucking want? Don't put lime in my beer. I'll put lime in my beer. Don't put tomato juice in my fucking beer. I'll do that myself. Don't put anything in my fucking beer. Don't ruin my beer. I mean, it's already Bud Light, so it's ruined. It's a waste of what little hops they put in there. I don't think they put hops in it at all. I think it's just fermented urine. And
I'll tell you what. I learned a little fact about snow geese. Snow geese are invading the lower states, like Missouri and things like that, and they're eating up all the fucking rice that we grow here in the continental United States of America. This is creating a big problem for the Anheuser-Busch company because their beer is made of rice.
Ugh.
That sucks, doesn't it? Boy, oh boy, they want to get rid of the snow geese now. That's, you know what? Fuck them. We're sticking to the microbrews, and that's what we're going to talk about because
And you know, we're only sticking to them because they fucking taste better. If Budweiser tasted good, if it had flavor to it, and you know, if Budweiser and Miller and Coors and Pabst, which I think Pabst is still funny just because of the name, but anyway, if they all had a significantly different flavor, I would drink them. If they tasted like something other than each other and weren't just watery, slightly foul liquid with carbonation in them, I would be fine drinking. Like that, like Sierra Nevada, they're pretty much a macro brew now. I like their beers. They still make good beers. They still have quality control. They still have different flavors in their beers. But you know what? I don't need Budweiser or Anheuser or Busch. I don't need you to put your shit in an aluminum can. Of course, I don't need the fucking the twisty neck that helps it pour out faster. I don't need a can that requires me to pop a second hole in it with my fucking keys so that it pours out faster down my gullet so I can get drunk faster on your 1% alcohol fucking Coors Light. You know what else I really don't need in a beer? I don't need a can that changes color to tell me it's fucking cold. You know what I need the can to do? I need the can to be cold. That's all I need. I don't need you to tell me you're cold. Like, motherfucker, I can tell you're cold because I can grab the can.
yeah,
You're cold.
at the very least, the can could say, "Hey, motherfucker, I'm cold. Drink me now."
You know what the Coors Light can should say? They should just put a bro tank on the Coors Light can that just says, "I'm cold, bro." And then just drop it off at every frat house across the country, and that way the bros would know when the beer is cold.
Well, yes, so we have a rice problem, therefore we have a fucking beer problem. And I like, you know, like today I went out walking around on a federal, well, no, a county-owned piece of land. I shouldn't say federal, but county-owned. And you know, they allow hunting, and there's nothing better than finding a bunch of cheap shotgun shells and Busch Light cans in the same fucking area. That means that there's been some really intelligent fucking people out there shooting, you know, whatever the fuck they were gonna just shoot.
This
And
just
they're
drinks Busch Light.
yeah, number one, Busch Light cans, and number two, shotgun shells all over the goddamn place. When I blow shit up, man, I clean it up. You know, like I pick up every single goddamn shell that fucking shot out of my gun because I'm not an asshole. Oh, I tell you what, we need to make a change in the country, and it starts with beer.
Yes, it does. You know, speaking of things like that, one thing that really, I don't know what it is. I think one of my, actually, you know, my ex-girlfriend from high school, her dad was such a stickler on shit like littering, like nothing else. But this is a guy that one time, I'm going to make him sound like a total idiot, which he's not. So, anyway, Kelly, if you're out there listening, you're not an idiot. But I do remember the time you lost your fucking car keys inside the fridge. But anyway, so this guy was a real stickler on, yeah, true story. This guy was a real stickler on littering. And for some reason, that stuck with me. And I was driving to the office the other day, and I was eating my breakfast in the car like I always do, because that's what I do. Some pole-smoking fucking jerk-off in the car next to me rolls down his window and tosses out like a fast food wrapper. I was like, dude, and I was looking right at him, and it was some fucking bro. He's like 22 years old, and he's all modded out, and he's all hipster-looking in his Scion TC with the tinted windows and the Volbeat sticker or whatever he had. And so I look over at the guy, and he's just looking back at me, and kind of gives me this look of like, what? And I had honked at him when he was already looking at me, and I rolled my window down, and he didn't roll his window down. He just go, what the fuck? And he was like, he looked at me like I was the retard. Like, dude, like, you're in your car. You're going to go somewhere, and I guarantee you there's a trash can somewhere nearby. Like, keep the shit in your car. When you get out, throw it in the trash. Don't throw it in the fucking road, you asshole.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly. Fucking stuff it down in a little fucking thing in the side of the door. They all have these little fucking, like, I don't know what the hell they're for, like
maps. A little half-assed ashtray that doesn't hold more than like 2 cigarette butts.
Yeah. Or I just stuff the thing down in the door full of fucking garbage, and then every time I get to a gas station, well, guess what? It's all gonna get I'm going to cover up the cans that the can man's looking for any fucking ways, make him do his job a little bit fucking harder, too.
Hey, write that down. Those are good lyrics for a buzzard song. I'm going to cover up the cans that the can man is looking for.
Fuck yeah, squalor and filth. That's what we're about. God.
So I don't know why I get so mad at shit like that. I mean, it's not like that Ren and Stimpy episode where Ren and Stimpy are digging through the old guy's trash, and he comes out and he chases them with, a man works hard for his trash. You know, he gets mad because they're in his trash. It's like, it's trash, dude. Like, let him eat the trash. Anyway, but this guy just threw the shit out of his freaking window of his stupid car. Like you couldn't stand the thought of it sitting there within like a 3-foot radius of you. Cocksucker.
Yeah, that's a typical douchebag, you know. It's probably gonna fucking pull up and fucking try and impress some fucking girl that's, you know, most likely underage. Brah. Yeah. Fucking cool. Whatever. Fucking homo. Anyways, we've that Ruination is from the same company that makes Arrogant Bastard, right?
Yes.
That wasn't me. Arrogant Bastard Ale.
Yep.
Remember when we used to drink that at the Admiral's Piss Bucket because that was like the best beer that they had?
Wanted to be that shit popular back there. People looked at that and went, I don't know about that. It looks too dark. And we went, you fuckers, you're drinking coffee. What could be too dark?
Yeah, exactly. It was like a fucking black beer that you poured into a glass and it fucking got you drunk. I mean,
Yeah.
and the bottles were big. That was what was awesome. They're like $3 for a bottle too.
Yeah, it was the only, they only, back then, and I don't know if you can get them in a 4 or 6-pack, which I want to talk about the 4-pack in a minute too, but yeah, I think back then they only came in the 22-ounce bottles, and they actually sent, when I was doing the local saute thing down in San Diego, they sent me one of the first bottles, maybe it wasn't that, they sent me one of the first bottles of their Imperial Stout, which is phenomenal. I can't remember what it's called now. And some other one too. I think it was a Arrogant Bastard. It was like the double something or other. I forget what it was. Anyway, it was fucking phenomenal. But you know what I want to talk about? All you bros out there that want to impress chicks. Actually, I don't know if this impresses chicks or not. But if you're a true beer snob, not only do you need to buy the microbrew stuff, the good stuff. Not only do you need to buy them in 22-ounce bottles on a fairly regular basis, and you need to enjoy the Belgian wheats too. In that case, you know, you gotta get in tune with all this stuff. Yeah, the lagers become like passé after a while. But one thing you can really tell. This is a way to tell. This is a way to impress other beer snobs. Like I was at the store today buying the beer for the show. There were 6-packs, 12-packs. But then there were 4-packs.
Yes.
Now, the 4-packs, I bought this in a 4-pack. The 4-packs are the same price as the 6-pack. So, if you want to be a beer snob and if you want to impress people, they all show up with their fucking run-of-the-mill stupid 6-packs. You show up with a fucking 4-pack, you're the fucking man, dude. You are the fucking man to get a 4-pack up at that place.
Yes. Get some fucking Rasputin and show up, and guess what? You're gonna be twice as twisted as the dude with the fucking 6-pack of fucking MGD fucking 54 or whatever the fuck that shit is. You know, you're gonna be goddamn twisted out of your balls and fucking like completely spouting fucking philosophy and impressing everyone, while the dude with the MGD 54 or whatever the fuck it is just like, yeah, well, you know, check out these stoked abs, you know, like I fucking run 3 miles a day. Well, yeah, I run 3 miles a day too, but it's because I'm running from the cops or I'm fucking running to the goddamn liquor store to buy some really good fucking beer. So, how does that make you feel there, Jocko? Fuck.
So out in Iowa, do you guys have a problem? I don't know how far you are from like any like from like Iowa State or whatever, but yeah, we have a saying out here that, and I think Southern California is a little more full of these type of people, but we have a saying that there's that like we will judge like a bar or a restaurant or a lounge or whatever by the amount of bros and the amount of townies. Now, bros are the guys that show up. Like you're wearing a tank top tonight, but it's not a bro tank. Like a bro tank will yeah, anyone look up bro tank online. You'll see the difference in what Blasto's wearing in a fucking bro tank. A bro tank is what the frat boys wear with their board shorts and their flip flops, and they've got their Hurley gear and all that. Nothing against Hurley, of course, but the bros do that, and bros will talk about bro stuff like they'll say fucking A lot, not in the joking way like we do, but like in the actual way where they really mean fucking A, woo! And they'll like Disturbed instead of Testament, or Disturbed instead of Demolition Hammer, that kind of stuff. And then there are the townies. The townies are the ones that
There, there's a bro tank top.
they live in like a area where it's like it's not really cool, like not really cool to live in, but they have no choice but to be proud of it because they're such douchebags. So the townies are the ones that just never leave their hometown and never do anything, never venture out, and they stay there forever. And they're so cool in their own hometown they don't dare leave because they'll go somewhere else and they won't be cool there. They'll have to start over. So there's bros and townies. Now, if you go to a nightclub or a beer tavern or a brewery or a restaurant or a bar, there you go. That's perfect. What does that say?
Yeah. You mad, bro?
Yeah. You mad, bro? Well, yeah, I say that at work all the time. You mad, bro?
That's just as fucking stupid as those fucking morons that go to Walmart and buy some fucking T-shirt with a Tweety Bird on it, dressed like a gangster, saying, "Don't give me attitude." Fuck that, man. Retards. Oh shit.
I almost had Stone IPA coming out of my fucking nose.
Dude, it's the same thing. And yeah, you're right. Yeah. Fucking bro.
They're the same fucking morons that buy Budweiser and Bud Light and Coors Light, and they're still the ones that, like, Pabst is still too cool for those guys. Like, Pabst was funny to us years ago because it was $2 for like a 1900 pack. You know?
Yeah, here's another one. Here's another sweet white one. You know, you can't even tell because the dude is so white that you can't see. But it says, "You mad, bro? You mad?" Oh.
One of the guys at work, I turned him on to the podcast the other day. One of the guys at work, Michael, he's a younger cat, and he and I make fun of bros all the time. He's kind of a bro, but he's smart enough. He's too smart to be a bro. So but he has friends who are bros, so he like makes fun of them all the time. And he bought a bro tank. It's a joke bro tank, and it has a picture of Schwarzenegger from the original Terminator. And in the original like screen clip, he's holding a gun up here, but instead he's holding like a 50-ounce fucking one-handed barbell, you know, or free weight. And the caption on it says, "Come with me if you want to lift."
Oh my god.
Yeah, which is fucking awesome, man. Bro tanks.
That is just like, yes, let's go get, you know, fucking totally erotic at the gym with each other because we're all fucking screaming and hollering and sweating and fucking yelling, and then, you know, we all fucking slap each other right on our bare ass when we go into the fucking locker room. Hey,
play towel,
whatever you want, you know. But here's the thing here's the idea that I have about you know, fraternities and the general what do they call it, Jersey Shore bullshit.
Yeah.
Blasto don't wear fucking bro tank tops. These are tank tops that I bought probably from like a thrift store, or, you know, they've been on clearance for about fucking 4 weeks because it's already fucking so freezing that nobody's thinking about tank tops anymore. and I finally happened to get a medium size, which I am, and fucking people see me covered in fucking tattoos and shit like that. I'm the opposite of bro, but guess what? Those guys ain't got nothing on what the fuck I'm about to do here in the state legislator office and everything else. I'm actually going to infiltrate these people.
Yeah.
So the fraternity guys, I don't know what the fuck they do. Like, they eventually go from being a complete douchebag and jumping into a wading pool full of piss and vodka and forced to lay face down in it for how long? I don't know, this stupid hazing shit, to swilling fucking cognac and smoking big cigars and fucking laughing about how they fucking just, they could snort a bunch of cocaine and be a complete asshole to the fucking, the working class or whatever like that. Well, that little turnaround's coming with the old Blasto and Chili's Hour of Intellect. I can tell them that right now. We're changing the world by drinking good beer and having good conversations about stupid things. I think that's our angle.
I think you're right. I think that is our angle. You know, when I was in college, we detested the whole lot. Like, okay, when I was in college, it's not like I was the most like socially outgoing guy, but I wasn't like a social misfit or anything. You know, being as good looking as I am, I fit in everywhere I go. But we didn't have a frat. I didn't try to join a frat. One of my old roommates tried to get me to rush for their frat. I'm like, you know what? No, I'm like, first of all, I'm paying my own way through school. Can't afford it. Second of all, I'm too busy to do shit like that. Third of all, I don't need to buy friends. Like, if you're going into a frat, that's fine. But, like, I don't know. To me, it just seemed like I was buying friends. Like, I didn't have the money to buy friends. I had friends organically, like people that I just knew, and, like, we became friends. So what we decided to do then, we were about to start our own frat. Like, I did some research on how to start your own frat, like the fucking nerds from Revenge of the Nerds. Did Lambda, except they joined one. They started their own branch. We were going to start our own frat of non-friend buying fraternity guys because we weren't a bunch of bros. But we never did it because then we realized, well, if we did that, we'd just be a bunch of bros. And if people think we're a bunch of bros, and we didn't want to do that. So we ended up not doing it.
Well, I'm actually in a sorority right now.
That's all.
No, I'm just kidding. That's what everybody calls it because I'm actually I'm in the nerd nation of it's called Phi Theta Kappa. It's the honor society, and they are sending me to the capital of Iowa to meet with legislators and the governor himself, Mr. Terry Branstad, and that's non-fraternity bullshit. I mean, it's actual intellectual madness that
It's not going into a place to buy a bunch of bro friends and jump in a wading pool full of human waste and or watered down Meisterbrow.
Yeah, it's it is the opposite of fucking pledge, dude, pledge. You've been in my trunk all night long and you haven't drank 3/5 of a fucking vodka. Pledge, bro.
You want a vodka enema, bro? You get so hammered, bro.
Yeah, and then you wake up with hemorrhoids. Oh, fuck.
You wake up a week later in the ER and you... Anyway. Fuck that. Yeah, we never did that. But yeah, I think that's so cool. So when you go to when you go to meet the governor, what's A inside? Is that A? Anyway, one, are you going to like high five him? Are you gonna like read him the riot act? Are you gonna ask him like what he thinks of like fiscal responsibilities in the state of Iowa. Like I couldn't even get into Governor Jerry Brown's office here in California and talking about fiscal responsibility. It'd be like walking into a whorehouse and asking to be virgins. Like it's just totally impossible, you know. So what are you gonna do when you meet the guy? You know, like what's the layout? What are you doing there?
Well, the first time that I'm going to meet him, I'm actually going to be demanding money for the community colleges of Iowa, and because we're in the black, unlike about 90% of the other states in this stupid union. Iowa is actually in the black, so we were wondering, where the money is going, was being used for, and yada yada. But I'm also going to, I think my platform is intimidation, honestly, because obviously I've got a big mouth, and obviously Chile and Blasto together is an unstoppable team. However, you live on the left coast, which you're fighting against a shit blizzard with a fucking bro tank top on, and that's about it.
Shit blizzard. Write that down. That's the name of the new song. Shit blizzard.
Shit blizzard. That's right. And
I'm literally going to write that down. Son of a bitch. And
write that down.
Shit blizzard. I'm going to put quotes around it so I remember that's the name of the song. Alright, continue. Oh, damn it. Did you write down the lyrics earlier? There was what was that about the man, the plastic, covering up the plastic that the plastic man's looking for? I'll write down a little note. Covering up the plastic. Go ahead while I write this down. Plastic man. Looking. Well, by the way, we're going to get inquiries about my hat. You know what this hat is?
No.
That is my oldest son. This last year in his Pony League baseball league, they decided all of a sudden to go with minor league teams, which I thought was pretty cool. We had teams like the Durham Bulls, the something or other Storm, minor league, the something or other Bees. This one was the Muck Dogs, named after a team in Batavia, New York, the Batavia Muck Dogs.
Really?
Yeah, the Muck Dogs, dogs that wallow in the muck, which I thought, yeah, you know what? That's pretty fucking awesome for baseball. There's a big ugly dog chasing the baseball, crashing through a fence, getting all filthy, and baseball's all about being filthy. Like get dirty, Like if you finish a game and your uniform's not dirty, you fucked up, man. Like get dirty. So that was our chant. After every game was 1, 2, 3, get dirty. So it worked out really well. So that's what they had to talk about. Because no one.
Make sure that you slide into first base every time, especially when it's raining.
So ironic you say that, because that's the one thing I told him. Don't you ever slide into first base, or I'll have you shot. You slide it everywhere else, you dive for every other loose ball, but you dive into first base, I'll have you shot. So an 18-year-old, I'll have you shot. They, oh man, really? Fucking A right, I will. I know a guy in Iowa come out here and shoot you right in the face with a bazooka.
Actually, that's going to be one of my first fucking things in my manifesto, under the name of RevCause, because that's going to be my pen name for all my radical shit. I'm going to make a manifesto, and yes, if you slide into first base, you will be publicly shot right there at the baseball game in between innings.
It's only right.
that will be a fantastic. Unless you're a child, but if you're an adult, yeah, you're definitely get shot right in the face with buckshot. But what my plan is to confront the governor is to basically bring the I'm going to be like the Marilyn Manson of public speakers. You know, basically Henry Rollins only not speaking to a bunch of ex-Black Flag loving commie punks, or whatever the fuck he speaks to.
Someone else.
Right.
Oh wow, we've got a fan. We've got somebody watching. That's awesome.
God damn right.
Actually,
hundreds.
I told Toad to watch the podcast as well. But anyways, I probably just gonna get up there to their, and I'm just gonna get in there. I'm gonna do the Trailer Park Boys thing, and just kind of like fuck squirrels, fuck corn on the cob, fuck all this old wood, and fuck you, and then just start slamming my fist down onto the old wood, and just demanding that they answer my fucking questions
You
because
should slam your fist on the podium like Hitler and like start like going all crazy with it and really whip them up into a big frenzy. I think that'd be pretty funny.
that's the only way to do it. I mean, you got to be a good
Public speaking with your Uncle Blasto.
Yeah. They slusen the fucking to Sloven. He's so fucking so foul.
They're smiling, the fluggens, the floggins. Yeah, you should, dude. You should just go nuts on Iowa. Just.
Yeah.
Oh wait, maybe not. Are you gonna ask for? You're gonna ask for more money for community colleges. Maybe you should tone it down. Maybe you shouldn't like spout in blitzkrieg style.
Oh fuck no. You know what? That's the problem with this country is everybody's a big fucking pussy. You know what,
right.
Boehner? Fucking Boehner, you can cry all you want, but you know what that looks like on Al Jazeera? You cocksucker. You look like a jerk. You look like a fucking pussy. What the fuck? How the hell are supposed to be the greatest place on the fucking earth when our politicians are bawling their fucking eyes out at like, I don't know, like a fucking like some sort of rally. Oh my God, somebody thought that their rights were infringed upon. I'm gonna fucking cry.
About it.
You know what?
It's so refreshing to hear like on the way home sometimes from work I'll listen to guys like Mark Levin. And I'm not like it's frustrating to listen to talk radio too because you get one side of the story, then you come home and hear the other side of the story, then you hear the ignorant people in the street that have a totally incorrect view of everything. But one thing that is really refreshing that I will say, I just burped all over myself. Anyway, that I will say is refreshing that Republican, or I should say conservatives do, that liberals will not regularly do. Mark Levin goes ape shit fucking crazy on John Boehner and Mitch McConnell. He goes absolutely. He spends more time bashing those two freaking Oompa Loompa looking clowns than he does on Obama. He spends way more time killing John Boehner with verbal lashings over and over because he's such a spineless turd. He's an orange, fat, pasty, spineless. He's exactly what's wrong with the Republican Party. Like that's why there's a difference between Republicans and conservatives. Liberals, you're liberals. There are very few liberals who are fairly objective. Like they're incapable of being objective. Nancy Pelosi is relatively incapable of being objective. Dianne Feinstein, in her old age, is finally being a little bit more objective. But, dude, there's so many conservatives out there. The conservatives are actually objective. The Republicans are absolutely killing our country. John Boehner is a waste of space. Mitch McConnell is a waste of. I don't know why. I don't know how people get fooled by this. Like Mitch McConnell's pre-election speeches were, "We're going to repeal Obamacare," and then he gets in and he said the key word was, "We're going to replace it." Like, you motherfucker, you're not going to we don't want you, government. We don't want you involved in our health care. You're not going to replace it with a goddamn... You know what you're going to replace it with? Is the free market. You're going to get your ass out of the way is what you're going to do. That's what we want out of you. And that's what you promised when you ran, and now you're going back on it, and you're going to get effed in the A eventually. It's going to catch up to you, dude. It's going to catch up to you. The Ted Cruz is out there, and the Mike Lee's, I think it's Mike Lee, and Mike Lee is going to catch up to you, and it's going to stop eventually. Either that or the whole country is going to go straight to hell, and it's all going to stop. And it's going to be really miserable for planet Earth, not America, but planet Earth, if we aren't the dominant superpower in the country, in the world. It's going to be really miserable for a long time. And John Boehner and Mitch McConnell, you guys are at the front of it all, and you need to go.
I'll tell you what. If I get so subjective, like, you know, the opposite of objective, which is putting in my own personal emotion into it, I'm going to be so furious and probably drunk that I'm going to piss my pants, and I'm going to pull my pants off, and I'm going to go down to the naysayer in the crowd, and I'm going to take my pants that I've taken off, and I'm going to slap him right across the fucking face with piss-soaked pants. And then I'm going to get back on the fucking mic and say, does anybody else want to fucking disagree with everything that I've said that is correct and full of facts?
Does anyone else want to talk about this? Because I just had a big 12-pack of IPA with a bunch of sediment at the bottom, and I got a crap. Anyone else want some of this?
Yeah.
Because I got a poo.
At the end, I will literally grab the microphone and fart into it, and then just fucking be like, we're ready for the next speaker. How's that smell? After I just slapped some fucking complete leftist communist piece of shit right in the face with my piss-soaked fucking suit pants. Yes.
And then he'll say,
Okay, faggot, what's next?
Yes! Yes, that was perfect. That came through. And fucking, I'm sure they're gonna dig this shit up on me too, and I'm gonna be happy to fucking absolutely glorify it if they do. You know?
He said he would shit in his pants and slap a communist in the face. Well, goddamn it, he's gonna do it too.
Yeah. And then they said, "Okay, faggot, what's next?" You can't disagree with Dom DeLuise, you liberal pieces of shit. You love him. Fuck you. Yes.
Oh my God, that's great.
Amen to Dom DeLuise. He is our hero, actually.
Damn right, I'm completely out of beer.
Well, I guess it's about time to call it then. We've probably been going for about an hour or more. And
Yeah.
we have a fan. We'd like to make cheers to that dude.
I will do this for my fan. I'll pretend like. There you go.
All right, man.
I wonder if
Hey,
is it that guy in Pakistan? I wonder who it is.
No, it's a different one.
No, it's a different dude. He's wearing a baseball cap. He's not from Pakistan this time.
Yet another fan.
Yes. That's fucking awesome. Well, I hope he stuck through the whole thing, and he probably fucking pissed his pants and slapped some idiot in the face with his pants.
He probably shat himself and dumped his freaking ass guts all over some freaking communist somewhere.
Don't drink the bottom of the fucking bottle of good beer, god
Man,
damn.
I watched this totally intellectual conversation between the guy named Blasto and a guy named Chili Burns, and they informed me of the necessity of not drinking the bottom of a beer with a bunch of clouds in it. Whoa! Thank God!
Yes, that's the moral of the story, children. Don't drink the fucking cloudage at the bottom of a good beer. You shit your pants, and you probably won't be a senator. Anyways, fucking.
Hey, and to our fans out there too, I will go on after this call and I'll make the previous broadcast live on the YouTube. Is what the kids call it now, the YouTube.com. It's www.yo. No, I work at a place real quick. I work at a place where we do internet marketing, and I had a client contact us and tell us in a conference call, I need you to check out our website. Check out our website. It's called if you go to, and this is within the past year and a half. He goes to us. He says, I'm on a conference call. Like, we don't know what the fuck we're doing. We do internet marketing. And he says, if you have to type in http://www. And then he types in. Then he tells us his website name. Like, dude, we do internet marketing. We've been doing this for like 15 years, man. Like, we know there's http:// in front of it. Like, we get that already. Well, I want to make sure you got it right. Like, dude, like, don't ever call back. Don't you ever call back. So anyway, I will go on the YouTubes and I will make the previous broadcasts live or accessible. I guess it was that it wasn't before. I'll make it accessible for previous broadcasts to be seen. And then Blasto and I will work on this song called Shit Blizzard before the next call.
Yes, and be looking for a buzzard fucking tour of the beer fucking breweries of the Midwest coming up very soon. And then we're going to hit the left coast with a fucking guaranteed suit pants full of piss to blast anybody in the face who's an idiot. So, you know, with that...
slapped in the face with pants full of urine. Yay!
Well, hey, this is the hour of intellect. Idiots fucking just don't even tune in, okay? If you know you're an idiot, fuck off. We're drinking good beer, we're having good conversations, and you don't even need to be part of it. Actually, please be part of it because we like hate mail. So, if you would like to send hate mail, please send it to lblasto@gmail.com.
Or you can also send it to chiliandblasto@gmail.com. Either one will work.
Oh, man. We got chiliandblasto@gmail.com?
Yeah. Shockingly, it wasn't taken when I signed up for it.
Holy fucking hell. Well, yeah, because we're the only two assholes that fucking take that shit.
Wait. Son of a bitch. I wanted to show the world. Here it is. Sorry, I had to, fumble my laptop. I want to show the world our original demo album cover for... Before we were called Buzzard, we were called Dump Goes the Weasel. There it is.
Yeah!
Dump Goes the Weasel. Dimwit Violent Buffoonery.
Hey, we had that photo taken at Glamour Shots.
That's why it's not as... Yeah, that's why we're not as fancy with the photo. It was a Glamour Shots. Next time we're going to Steers photography studio. It'll be a lot better.
Notice the drool on the one dude's shirt. Fucking awesome.
That's also my Skype picture, too, at work, which I appreciate.
All right, man, we're going to wrap it up for this fucking horrible Saturday, and we're going to fucking be back here next week, and we're getting close to Christmas, so we're going to have a Christmas special, and we'll work real hard on that shit.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we'll fucking we'll connect with and we'll have a guest speaker. I'm pretty damn sure that we can line one up somehow. The
governor of Iowa, idiot. The governor of Iowa, perhaps.
Unless the NCIS fucking shuts us down or whatever the fuck they're called.
NCIS.
Whatever.
If Mark Harmon's going to shut us down, that's epic.
Yeah.
All right, kids. Well, then we'll let it go there, and that's an excellent podcast, broadcast, Gmail cast, Google Plus.
They're just getting better. Everybody, tune in, man. We're gonna fucking just become more belligerent and more fucking drunk and more awesome. So that's how it's going. Your Chili and Blasto's hour of fucking intellect, and that's exactly what you get.
Peace, players. We're out.